Hello everyone, good morning. Today is Sunday, March 15th, 2026 at 10:22, and today we have our day 1 outlook to look at for today. Before we get started, I would like to say that I am filling in for Johnny Thunder, EAS and weather, as he is currently at the hospital visiting his grandmother, so I really hope she'll get well soon. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll be filling in for him. We have today's outlook to look at, and boy, is it an interesting and big day. We have a smaller enhanced risk for parts of the northern part of the Florida Panhandle, parts of southeastern Alabama, and western Georgia. We have the main enhanced risk here that's for parts of northern Louisiana, northern and central Mississippi, northwestern Alabama, western and middle Tennessee, eastern and central Missouri, southeastern Illinois, Missouri. I meant eastern and central Arkansas. I do apologize. Parts of southern Illinois, western and central Kentucky, and parts of central Indiana and southern Indiana as well. We have a slight risk that encompasses parts of eastern Texas, central and southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, parts of central Alabama, central and northern Georgia, eastern Tennessee, western South Carolina, western North Carolina, western Virginia, central to eastern Kentucky, parts of western Ohio, northern Indiana, parts of central to northern Illinois, southern Michigan, parts of central Missouri, central Arkansas, and extreme southeastern, you can't really see it, but extreme southeastern Oklahoma. We have a marginal risk that encompasses parts of extreme southern Louisiana, parts of eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, central to northern Missouri, southeastern Iowa, parts of northwestern Illinois, extreme southern Wisconsin, parts of southern to central Michigan, parts of eastern Ohio, southwestern West Virginia, extreme eastern Kentucky, parts of western Virginia and southern Virginia as well, central to eastern North Carolina, central to eastern South Carolina, southeastern Georgia, and almost all of Florida. So we do have a pretty big day today. So let's go ahead and see what we've got for today. Today we have a 10% hatched for parts of, and basically everything I think is hatched in here today. We have a 10% for parts of the northern Florida Panhandle, parts of southeastern Alabama and western Florida. We have another 10% that is encompassing parts of eastern Arkansas, northwestern Mississippi, western Tennessee, southeastern Missouri, extreme southern Illinois, and western Kentucky. We have a 5% hatched encompassing parts of northern Arkansas, parts of northern central Mississippi, parts of central to northern Alabama, the extreme western Florida Panhandle, western to northern Georgia, middle to eastern Tennessee, central Kentucky, parts of southeastern Illinois, southern Indiana, and parts of eastern Missouri and eastern Arkansas as well. And going into the 2% hash, we have parts of southern Louisiana, eastern Texas, extreme southeastern Oklahoma. I don't even think you can see that. We have central Arkansas, eastern Missouri, central Illinois, central Indiana, parts of western Ohio, eastern to central Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, parts of western to eastern North Carolina, parts of western to central South Carolina, eastern Georgia, and parts of the western Florida Panhandle. We have a normal 2% of the encompassing parts of northeastern Tennessee, western Virginia, parts of northern North Carolina, and parts of eastern Kentucky, as well as extreme southwestern West Virginia. So we have a pretty good level 1 intensity here today. We have Indianapolis, Memphis, Charlotte, Nashville, and Atlanta under the SIG 1. Memphis, Montgomery, Columbus, Clarksville, and Jackson under the 10%. Indianapolis, Nashville, Atlanta, Louisville, and Birmingham under the 5%. And Charlotte, Raleigh, St. Louis, Cincinnati, and Lexington, Fayette under the 2%. So everything is basically hatched here. So for the 10%, we could see a good EF3 tornado possible today. So we could see some strong tornadoes possible today. 5%, we could see an EF2 possible. And for the 2%, we could see an EF1, maybe EF0 to EF1 possible today. So please be mindful of that today. Here's the big one. Going into the wind threat for today, we have a 45% hatch for parts of northern Mississippi, extreme eastern Arkansas, extreme northwestern Alabama, western Tennessee, extreme eastern Missouri, western Kentucky, extreme southern Illinois, and southern Indiana. We have a 30% hatch that is for parts of northern Louisiana, central Mississippi, northwestern Alabama, middle Tennessee, central Kentucky, parts of central Indiana, southern to central Illinois. Oh, there's the reset. Parts of eastern Missouri, eastern to central Arkansas, and we have a 15% that encompasses parts of eastern Texas, central to southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, western part of the Florida Panhandle, western to central Georgia, western North Carolina, western South Carolina, western North Carolina, northeastern Tennessee, extreme western Virginia, parts of eastern Kentucky, western Ohio, parts of northern and central Indiana, southern Michigan, parts of central Illinois, going into eastern Missouri and central Arkansas, and back into eastern Texas. And we have a 5% that encompasses parts of southern Louisiana, eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, central Missouri, southeastern Iowa, central to northwestern Illinois, parts of southern Wisconsin, central to southern Michigan, parts of eastern Ohio, extreme southwestern West Virginia, northeastern Kentucky, western Virginia, central to eastern North Carolina, central to eastern South Carolina, southeastern Georgia, and basically almost all of Florida. So we do have a pretty busy day today. So again, everything is basically almost under the SIG 1. So we have Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, and Memphis under the SIG 1. We have Memphis, Nashville, Evansville, Clarksville, and Jackson under the 45%. Indianapolis, Louisville, Little Rock, Jackson, and Huntsville under the 30%. Chicago, New Orleans, Atlanta, St. Louis, and Cincinnati under the 15%. And Houston, Detroit, Jacksonville, Columbus, and Charlotte under the 5%. So, for the 45% area today, we could see 80 to 85, maybe even 90 mile per hour wind gusts possible today. 30% we could see 80 mile per hour wind gusts possible today. 15%, if you are in the hatch, you could see up to 75, maybe even 80 mile per hour wind gusts possible today. But if you are in the 15% normal, you could see 70 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts possible. And if you are in the 5% hatch, you could see up to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible. And for the 5% normal, we could see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible. So please be mindful of that today. Going into the hail risk, we have a 15% that encompasses parts of eastern Texas, central to northern Louisiana, eastern to central Arkansas, western Mississippi, western Tennessee, parts of southeastern Missouri, and extreme southwestern Kentucky. We have a 5% that encompasses parts of eastern Texas, extreme eastern Oklahoma, central Arkansas, eastern Missouri, parts going into central Illinois, back into western Kentucky, western Tennessee, parts of southern to eastern Mississippi, much of Alabama, and parts of the Florida Panhandle, western part of the Florida Panhandle, and western Georgia. We also have another one that's for parts of central Georgia, central Florida, extreme eastern Georgia, extreme eastern South Carolina, eastern North Carolina, and that's it. So we do have those areas under a hail risk today. So we have Memphis, Shreveport, Little Rock, Bossier City, and North Little Rock under the 15%, and Houston, Jacksonville, Tampa, St. Louis, and Birmingham under the 5%. So we could see 1 to 3 inch diameter hail possible today in the 15% area, and we could see 1 to 2 inch diameter hail possible in the 5% area today. Going into the summary for today, widespread strong to severe wind gusts may accompany a developing squall line across and east of the mid and lower Mississippi Valley this afternoon into the evening. A couple of strong tornadoes are possible within and just ahead of this line across parts of the lower Ohio Valley into mid-south and Gulf Coast regions. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe today and tonight, because it's going to become an overnight threat tonight. So there is today's hail risk. There's today's wind risk. There's today's tornado risk. And there's today's day one outlook. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe today. Stay safe today, even if you are in the marginal. You never know what these storms could do in the marginal, so still remain weather aware and safe. But of course, especially stay safe in slight and enhanced. Make sure you have a way, since it's going to be there's another reset. Since it's going to be turning into an overnight threat, you want to have a way of receiving alerts overnight, whether that would be your weather radio, your phone, your television outlet, your internet source, whatever it is you use. And if it's possible, I would sleep in your safe place tonight so that so you don't have to move overnight if you get placed under a warning. Anyway, I do really hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will go over the day 2 outlook later on today, and boy, is it worse than today, unfortunately. And that does include me. So anyway, I'll go over that a little later. In the meantime, stay weather aware, stay safe, and take care.